Everybody, 49. Ew. So on this healing journey, right? Like before you can even start this journey, before you can start to heal others, yourself, or anything like that, you got to ask yourself a real question, right? I know you're like, Alexis, what is that question? 49. Ew. I'm about to tell you. The question is this: are you willing to give up the things that made you sick? Right? Are you willing to give up the things that made you sick? That's why I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm gonna be totally honest. I feel like a lot of people, like when you on a healing journey, it gets in depth, and I feel like that's not really discussed. Like, this is real life. Like, this is you showing up every day. You got to be honest with yourself before you can address a problem. You have to admit you have one. Ouch. You have to admit that in order for you to start healing from something, you have to admit that something hurt you. So the question you have to ask yourself is, are you willing? Do you have the willingness to change, to stop the things that made you sick in the first place? That's like for people that say, oh, I no longer want to be toxic, right? And then a toxic situation shows up. Do not engage. That's like, oh, I'm trying to change for the better. And the things that you're trying to change for the better, it doesn't show up. It shows up as that toxic stuff from before. Do not engage. Do not engage. Do not engage. Do not engage. That is the question you have to ask yourself. If you want to heal from something, you have to admit that something hurt you. And are you willing to give up the things that hurt you? Are you willing to give up the things that made you sick? That's the first question you got to ask yourself. And sometimes listen, it's hard to really answer that question, and it's hard to ask that question of yourself because it's going to hurt. You may not like the answer. Sometimes I'm going to give you a great example. When I first started this recovery journey, this time around, I realized the things that I had to give up. I realized the people I had to give up. I realized the places I had to give up. You understand? Did it hurt? Yes. Even though those things were bad for me, it's like when you're so familiar with the bad stuff, it feels good. Bad feels good. A piece of evil ass. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it feels good. I'm not even going to lie to you about that, So it's just like, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to wake up every day and say, you know what? I'm going to stay away from this, because that's an everyday thing. This ain't a sprint, it's a marathon. This is the song that doesn't end. There's no ending to this. Like, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change. It's not just, okay, I'm going to do this for a year and then that's it. No, I'm going to do this. No, this is a lifestyle change. So when you people talk about a healing journey and you healing, you trying to get your life right, you have to, one, admit that something hurt you. That's the reason why you healing from it in the first place. And two, are you willing to give up the things that made you sick in the first place in order for you to heal? Be honest with yourself, because they say if you're honest with yourself, it will follow that you are honest with others. 49, yeah.